Good evening. Welcome to Vision of Hope's 25th anniversary celebration. My name is Ann McGovern, and I'm the Executive Director of the Dominican Sisters Vision of Hope. I am thrilled that you are with us, and while we wish we could gather in person, we are grateful that you're with us here virtually from your living rooms, your offices, wherever you may find yourself this afternoon or evening. We're so grateful to gather so we can recognize Vision of Hope's 25th anniversary and call to mind all of the important people who have helped to make this organization grow. The program tonight is going to be a mix of live speakers and pre-recorded tributes from our principals, alumni, board members, and our Dominican sisters. I have the great privilege of acting as your MC tonight, along with Lori Hawkins, who is our board chair. As we begin tonight, we want to first ground ourselves in prayer, and with a special awareness of the charism of the Dominican Sisters of Mission San Jose. As many of you know, Vision of Hope was founded by the Dominican Sisters in 1995. And we are a powerful expression of their mission to serve the young, the poor, and the vulnerable. Here with us tonight and to lead us in an opening prayer is Sister Cecilia Canales, who's the Congregational Prioress for the Dominican Sisters of Mission San Jose.
Thank you, Anne. It's a real privilege and pleasure to add my welcome to you for this 25th anniversary celebration for Vision of Hope. It's such a joy to see what has happened since this idea was birthed in Sister John Martin Fixa's imagination 25 years ago, and proposed to our sisters at our general chapter of 1995 as a way to help children in inner city parish schools stay there. Now we can see the fruits of what this dream held, and it's just remarkable. So many of you have supported or benefited from the efforts of many sisters and partners to provide Catholic education to the most vulnerable of our society. And look at how God has blessed us. And I add, we're not finished yet. We hope Vision of Hope will continue to fulfill the legacy and mission of our foundress, Mother Maria Pia Bacchus, to serve the young, the poor, and the vulnerable, as Anne said. And so it is very fitting that we turn now to God as we start our celebration, and we pray. Loving, compassionate God, we come to you with grateful hearts for all the good gifts we have received. Today, we join together in celebrating the incredible gift that Vision of Hope has been for all the families and children and faculty who have benefited by this ministry. Continue to bless us with your wisdom and guidance as we seek to serve more and more of those in need. And God, we hope that we or others will be together in 2045 when we celebrate our 50th anniversary. Amen. Alleluia.
Thank you, Sister Cecilia. Next on our program tonight will be Sister Julie Distel. She's going to be joining us to share a few words about the history of Vision of Hope and share a story about our founding director, Sister Johnny Martin. Oh, okay, well, there's the first live mistake. Pardon me, you all. I was supposed to cue up our principal welcome. So I know you're going to bear with us because we've never done this before. So that was just a test to see that we were all paying attention. Sorry, our next video is the principal welcome. We have 8 principals who have all done a special recorded video to say hello to you.
Happy anniversary, Vision of Hope. Hello, everyone. My name is Rodney Pierre-Antoine, and I am proud to serve on Vision of Hope's Bay Area Advisory Board. I am also the Executive Director of the Lumen Christi Academies, a network of 6 Catholic schools here in the Diocese of Oakland, which includes St. Elizabeth, a Vision of Hope school. As you know, Vision of Hope provides much needed annual tuition assistance to its 8 schools. Vision of Hope's generous support of these communities ensures accessibility to an excellent Catholic education in both Northern and Southern California. Each school is led by an extraordinary leader who is at the heart of our mission. These leaders have helped their communities successfully navigate distance learning and are now working hard to ensure a safe return to in-person instruction for both students and teachers. Here to welcome you to this wonderful virtual celebration are special greetings from our 8 Vision of Hope principals.
To all our friends at Vision of Hope, happy birthday, and thank you so much for your prayers, for your support, and your generous donations that help so many of our students be able to come to St. Elizabeth School. On behalf of all of the St. Elizabeth community, thank you, and happy birthday, Vision of Hope.
Vision of Hope is important at St. Francisco Brady because we feel encouraged to commit and to build a strong vision for our students. The smile and the hugs of the students enhances the joy in my life as a principal here at St. Francisco Brady. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ileana Wade, and I'm the principal of St. Ignatius of Loyola Parish School in Los Angeles. Vision of Hope is so special to us because it keeps us connected to our beloved Dominican Sisters of Mission San Jose.
Hello everyone, my name is Adriana Bronzina and I'm the new principal at Sacred Heart Elementary School in the Lincoln Heights area of Los Angeles. Vision of Hope is special to us here at Sacred Heart Elementary School because they partner with us in making the dream of a Catholic education a reality for our families. What brings me joy as a principal is listening to the noisy energy of active learning and engaging in conversation with our students in the playground or in the classroom.
Hello, my name is Alex Endo, and I am the principal here at St. James in San Francisco, California. We are so blessed to be part of the Vision of Hope family. And Vision of Hope is special to St. James in so many different ways. Not just financially, of course, but most importantly, spiritually, by our Vision of Hope community. What brings me most joy as principal of St. James is being able to extend Catholic education to our most vulnerable and marginalized members of our community.
Hello, my name is Annabelle Rodriguez. I'm the principal at St. Michael's School located in South Los Angeles. Vision of Hope is special to St. Michael's because they're part of our family community. They provide us with resources, support, and the opportunity to provide a quality education for our students. One of my biggest blessings is seeing our students walk into our school in the mornings and not wanting to leave at the end of the day.
My name is Bernice Grajeda, and I'm the principal at Santa Teresita School in Boyle Heights. Vision of Hope is special to Santa Teresita because they help us give families the opportunity to have their children receive a Catholic education who otherwise would be financially unable to do so. My greatest joy as principal is seeing the progress that results when a teacher goes the extra mile to intercede on behalf of students, particularly those students that are at risk.
Hello friends, I'm Barbara Moody, principal of St. Anthony Immaculate Conception School in San Francisco. One of the reasons why Vision of Hope is special to our school is because of the training our teachers received for our blended learning program. Teachers and students hit the ground running when our school closed in March due to the pandemic. Without this training, it might have been more of a struggle, so we're very grateful. One of the things I'm looking forward to is reopening our school. It gives me great joy to see students on Zoom every morning for morning prayer, but I know that seeing them live will be even more incredible. God bless you and keep you safe.
Thank you to our 8 principals. We're really grateful to have you with us, and we're grateful for your leadership of the Vision of Hope schools. Just want to make a quick little announcement that our YouTube connection was not working well today, so we're only able to view this on our Vision of Hope website. So if there's anyone who's texting or asking you a quick question about that, just direct them to our website. Next on our program, I've already introduced her, but I'll come back to say her name again, Sister Julie Distel. She's the development director at St. Elizabeth's Elementary School, and she was a very dear friend of Sister Johnny's. She's here with us to share a story about Sister Johnny and give us the history of Vision of Hope.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sister Julie, and it's my job this evening to tell you about the beginnings of Vision of Hope. And so in the beginning, in preparation for our 1995 general chapter, we decided that one group of our schools really needed our special attention, and that was the inner city elementary schools, which were struggling in ever so many ways. And that is what happened with Vision of Hope. Was we decided to present to the congregation a proposal for regional development directors who would help raise funding for these 8 elementary schools. When we were done with the presentation, I was on the committee, we asked the congregation for a vote. The sisters unanimously voted yes. And we were very moved and inspired by this. In fact, we all 200 sisters gave ourselves a standing ovation. And from that day forward, Vision of Hope began to grow. In a brilliant stroke of genius, the leadership of our congregation asked Sister John Martin Fixa to be the executive director of Vision of Hope. And for anyone who knew Johnny, this fireball was a woman of energy and enthusiasm, and most of all, stubbornness, because once an idea was presented to Johnny, it never stopped until it came to reality and fruition. And that's basically what she did over the next 20 years as the director of Vision of Hope. And through her leadership and her friend gathering, an important part of development, she gathered around her all of the people, advisory boards, donors, and those who helped us so much in making Vision of Hope real. One of Sister John Martin's greatest gifts probably was her way with people. And I just have a quick story to share. Back in 2003, there was a group of sisters, there were 5 of us who were going to Ireland, which was a gift from a donor. And it was a long flight, of course, and the flight attendants were very attentive to us, as they always would be, especially when they found out the 5 of us were sisters. And Johnny, of course, hit them up immediately, telling them about Vision of Hope, and they became fascinated. At the end of our long trip to Ireland, 3 of them came up to hand her checks because they had written checks to Vision of Hope as donors because of everything she had shared on the flight. And I love this story because it is such a strong indication of how Johnny was persuasive and also charming and also stubborn. It was a wonderful story. Today, in fact, is the 2nd anniversary of the day that Sister Johnny went to God. And although she physically, of course, isn't with us, but I know in spirit and in every other way she's with us. Mostly, firstly, because Johnny would not miss a party. But secondly, because she loved Vision of Hope. And I think she would want to be with us to celebrate, to rejoice, and to thank everybody. I know I speak for her, and I can do that, in thanking all of you for all you have done to make Vision of Hope a dream and a miracle that has come true. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Julie, for sharing our history and telling a story about Sister Johnny that I know we all can identify with. As Sister Julie shared, in 1995, the Dominican sisters recognized the urgency surrounding elementary Catholic schools serving low-income communities. Guided by faith, they gave birth to a vision that would change the trajectory of 8 of their poorest elementary schools. Since then, it has been the faith of our Dominican sisters and the faith of you, our friends and donors, which has sustained us and our schools and their students for nearly a quarter century. For the last 25 years, one of our most important programs has been funding tuition assistance. Through tuition assistance, we've expanded Catholic education and the access to the Catholic education for thousands of students throughout the most under-resourced neighborhoods in Los Angeles, Oakland, and San Francisco. When we were preparing for this anniversary year, we did some research And we've discovered that in the last 25 years, collectively, our 8 schools have educated over 50,000 students. And Vision of Hope, through its tuition assistance, has allocated over $16 million to those 8 schools and their families. This is really incredible, and we want to mark that achievement tonight. As we look to the next 25 years, we want to continue to grow our tuition assistance funding and invest in programs that can improve our schools' instruction, enrollment, and family engagement. For example, in the last 3 years, thanks to our generous donors and foundation partners, we've made investments into technology, blended learning, literacy interventions, marketing and communication strategies, and we're even beginning to explore a dual language immersion program at one of our schools in Los Angeles. In reflecting on the growth of our schools and the growth of Vision of Hope, an image that comes to my mind is the mustard seed. We're reminded in the Gospels that though it is the smallest of all seeds, when it grows, it is the largest of garden plants and trees, and eventually becomes one of the largest trees. Much like the mustard seed, Vision of Hope started small, but it has grown. In 1995, the Dominican sisters planted the seed, and over the last 25 years, they have nourished Vision of Hope, and so have you, our donors, our friends, our board members, our school leaders, our foundation partners. All of you have helped to grow the Vision of Hope seed so that now we can be an organization that is growing and is serving our schools, not just today, but will serve our schools for the next 25 years. To share more of this Vision of Hope journey, we've made a special video that was done almost a year ago in honor of our anniversary. We had hoped to show it to you in person in March at our Los Angeles luncheon that unfortunately was canceled, and then we thought we would show it to you today when we gathered in person. But we haven't been able to do that, but we're going to share it with you now, knowing it will bring joy and great memories back to you.
As a Dominican sister, I am thrilled to be part of Vision of Hope. It is, for me, a catalyst of hope to the children that we serve. We are increasing educational opportunities for them. We are giving them the best that we have to offer, and they are showing us how much they can do.
The 25 years of being involved with the Vision of Hope has been a great gift for me. I feel very passionate about it because I see results. And the Dominican sisters are wonderful, wonderful, very dedicated women.
Being an alum, I think, is important because I have a sense of the school, especially of the Dominican sisters. I know the value of making sure that we keep the Dominican charism alive, that we celebrate when the sisters are with us, and that if we don't have sisters here physically present, that they are still here in spirit. And I think being an alum keeps that present in my mind all the time.
We met in 1953 in the 7th grade when I started Santa Teresita.
And my brother and my sister, we all went there, and of course Yvonne. So it was a life-changing experience for us, seeing the Dominican nuns and their caring, their teaching habits, what they taught us, how they led us. It was unbelievable.
We give 4 small scholarships to 4 children at graduation to go to their school of choice, a Catholic high school. It's just so rewarding to know that you make a difference in one child.
When you have a school like St. Francis Ex Cabrini, you have a principal and teachers who are working nonstop. Their feet are on the ground moving all day. It takes a lot of time to raise money, And the development board can branch out and get donors, and they can bring skills and support and keep a consistent flow of support, both financially and professionally.
Having a requirement that a Vision of Hope school have a development board and a development director is a really important element to the growth of the school, because without that board and without the development director, the school is going to have that challenge of meeting their financial needs as time goes on. Vision of Hope is the reason this development board exists. Vision of Hope is the reason I'm here, truthfully.
To me, the biggest change is the loss of Sister Johnny. She was really a driving force for us, and she did not let up. And she always wanted us to make lots of friends. And that was really behind her theme, I always felt, was to make a friend first, and then we could work together.
My dream is that it will continue to follow the spirit that Johnny brought to us, that great enthusiasm and drive that she felt. And for her, there was no obstacle. You know, every time that we would say, well, but let's think about this or about that, she wouldn't see it as an obstacle. It was an opportunity.
As we look to the future, there's even a greater sense of urgency when we think about what our schools need, but also when they're thriving, the impact they have on the communities that surround them. And our dream is that as we serve the schools serve the community around them, and the impact can really be expanded beyond even what we see and dream.
We are here to form people of faith. Our whole structure in our schools is as faith communities. We enkindle the religious values that are needed for them to be faith-filled people, to know that God loves them, and to know that they are good people ready to serve others.
Good evening. My name is Lori Hawkins, and I am honored and privileged to have been the board chair for the Dominican Sisters Vision of Hope for the last 5 years. The Dominican Sisters of Mission San Jose have been part of my life since before I was born. My aunt and uncle, Loretta and Bob Holstein, were founding donors to the endowment. I met Sister Johnny in the early 2000s and quickly became under her spell, which I'm sure many of you can relate to. In about 2008, my mother, Joanne Hawkins, a longtime member of the Sacred Heart Elementary School Development Board, took me to a meeting with some of the Southern California principals and some Southern California advisory members to discuss fundraising opportunities. It was in the middle of the recession, and I was awed by these principals, and they're struggling to educate their students and at the same time keep the lights on and the electricity going and to be able to buy enough textbooks. I knew then that I wanted to be part of this organization, to be a part of keeping these schools open and thriving and serving as many students and families as possible, regardless of the ability to pay. I think to a person, all of our group, all of the advisory board members will tell you that the best days are the days we get to go to the schools and meet our students and hear about the great work they're doing and how much they love and appreciate their education. I love speaking with the 8th graders and hearing about the high schools they are looking at and where they hope to continue their educations. Although our principals try to keep us up to date about the students, we often don't get to hear about the great success stories as our students move on to college and life beyond. We are so thrilled to share with you videos from alumni who are just 2 of the tremendous examples of how these Vision of Hope schools are transforming not just the lives of our students, but of their families and communities and the worlds in which they are living and working. It is these kinds of stories which make everything we're doing so meaningful and imperative. The first is Martha Cabrera, a graduate of St. Michael's School in Los Angeles. And the second is Vincent Cortez, who went to St. Elizabeth's in Oakland. I hope these stories will give you a glimpse into the domino effect our schools are having far beyond our students.
Good evening, friends of Vision of Hope. I am Marta Leticia Cabrera. I am one of 8 siblings who graduated from St. Michael's Elementary School. I would like to share with you the faith that the Dominican sisters had for me and my family and the success that resulted because of Vision of Hope and donors like you. My parents immigrated to California from Mexico in 1975 and settled in South Los Angeles in a single-bedroom duplex 2 blocks from St. Michael's Elementary School. At that time, gangs, drugs, and violence dominated the community. My parents wanted their children to go to a school that was safe and would teach us about our Catholic faith. We attended Mass at St. Michael's Church every Sunday, but they were aware that as a private Catholic school, St. Michael's School would be expensive. When a family friend encouraged my parents to speak to the Dominican sisters, my mother met with Sister Georgette, the principal. We were enrolled to start the fall of 1986. From that point on, Vision of Hope and the St. Michael's teachers were a blessing to the Cabrera family. Gabriel, the youngest, graduated in 2006. My parents understood because we were recipients of financial assistance, service hours were required. My mom spent her Saturdays watering the plants on the schoolyard and helped with the annual school bazaar and the delicious fish fry dinners. She completed the required service hours for all 8 of us while working a part-time job as a home care provider. All St. Michael's teachers impacted my life, but the one I remember the most is Sister Margaret Ann, who taught me to embrace other cultures, stay focused in my studies, and earn a college degree. I am proud to say that all 8 of us attended a 4-year university and earned degrees. 2 earned their masters. 1 is an accountant, 2 work in retail, and 5 of us now work in public service. I am employed by the United States District Court for the Central District of California as a special program coordinator. My assignments include naturalization proceedings. My mother was naturalized 15 years ago, and on December 19, 2019, my father was one of 10,000 applicants naturalized in a joint ceremony. As the Deputy Clerk of Court, I was honored to call court to order for the Honorable Ander Barat Jr., who presided over that ceremony. On September 3, 2019, we coordinated with the LA Dodgers to hold a naturalization ceremony at Dodger Stadium. We secured 15 applicants to be naturalized at a pregame show. Being a huge Dodger fan, never in a million years would I have imagined myself being on the Jumbotron, standing behind home plate, and asking those in attendance to stand and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. The dedication of St. Michael's teachers and the strong core family values and work ethic our parents taught us are the reasons I speak before you today. Donors like you allow underprivileged youth to get an education they may not otherwise receive, one that teaches faith and hope and shows us that there is more to this world than the neighborhood we grew up in. Thank you for the opportunity you provided and for investing in us.
Hello, I'm Vincent Cortez, alumni of St. Elizabeth Elementary School, class of 1998.
Hello, my name is Valerie Cortez. I am class of 2022.
My name is Maria Palacios Cortez, alumni of St. Elizabeth's Elementary School, 1972, and of the high school, St. Elizabeth's High School, 1976.
And we're representing 3 generations of one family that has been connected to the St. Elizabeth community for, I'd say at this point, close to 50 years. We've had the fortune of having the Dominican Sisters of Mission San Jose as individuals in our lives that have educated us, that have nurtured us in various ways and been a huge part of our lives. In one instance, though, I do recall meeting Sister John Martin Fixa, and I remember her telling me about my mother when my mother was a student.
I recall Sister Johnny, as we used to call her. I had her in my freshman year. She was my English teacher, and I have fond memories of her. I just remember the happy soul that she was and very, very approachable. At one point, even after high school, when I told her that I had difficulty with English, she offered to help me when I told her I wanted to get my master's in nursing. And I said, I can't pass that test. She said, come to me, I'll help you. And I did occasionally see her at events at the school. I was so excited that Valerie, my granddaughter, received the Vision of Hope's Sister John Martin Fixa Award. She truly is a leader. She is positive, supportive, and truly exemplifies the Christian values of kindness, humility, dedication, joy, and compassion.
So I am the recipient of the Sister Johnny Award. It felt really great to have someone not recognize me, but, you know, see me and view me as these things and think that I should be given this award. It does make me feel really happy to know that Sister Johnny in some ways would have wanted me to have this award and to link the connection with all three of us.
We all know what it's been like for the past 25 years of having the Dominican Sisters of Mission San Jose and the Vision of Hope affecting so many families and students and benefiting our community. And we look forward to 25 years and counting more. And we thank you all so much.
Welcome back. I have good news to share with you. We just learned that we have almost 170 people watching us tonight. I wanted to share that just so you know the community that is gathered. With me tonight, I have two of our Vision of Hope principals from San Francisco. Barbara Moody, who's principal at St. Anthony's Immaculate Conception, and Alex Endo, who's the principal of St. James. And I just have two questions I'm going to ask for them to respond to. Alex, we're going to ask if you could share with us and all those gathered the impact that tuition assistance has had on your school. And Barbara, could you share the impact that the infusion of technology and the blended learning training has had on your school and on your teachers? Alex, why don't you go first?
Thank you, Ann. So my name is Alex Endo, and I am the principal of St. James Catholic School, proud home of Vikings, and our beloved alum, Sister Johnny herself. I'm honored to speak to you about the immense importance of tuition assistance for St. James and all of the Vision of Hope schools. As we heard from the Cabrera and Cortez families, tuition assistance has played an integral first step for our most vulnerable students and hardworking families to experience the bounty which Catholic education has to offer. Our families relate strongly with our Catholic identity and the inclusive, caring community it fosters. Our families look to our schools and our foundation in Dominican charism to impart these essential values for our students. This is one of those important times in our history where coming together, cooperating, and sharing in sacrifice has such a profound impact on our society. Tuition assistance helps to carry this legacy forward. You know, principals and teachers do not go into teaching to be fundraisers. However, we recognize it is a necessary component to any successful school. The financial support we receive helps us to provide the resources that our students deserve. This allows teachers to teach and students to thrive. Together, we are uplifting a generation of a family. So thank you, Sister Johnny. Thank you, Vision of Hope. Thank you for 25 years. And here's to the next 25.
Amen. And as Vision of Hope has been uplifting families, as Alex described, for the past 25 years, it has also been uplifting students. I'm Barbara Moody, principal of St. Anthony Immaculate Conception School here in San Francisco. One of the ways students have been uplifted is through our blended learning program that Vision of Hope supported beginning in August of 2016, when we began a collaboration with Loyola Marymount University that continues today. Our teachers and our administrators received monthly workshops for 3 years, training us on technology tools and platforms that teachers can integrate into their everyday classroom instruction to provide a more personalized learning experience for our students. The blended learning approach it's an approach where a part of the students' learning is at their own pace and at their specific learning level. Last year, we received an additional 4 workshops that targeted content areas of literacy, math, social studies, and science. And I have to say that it's because of this training that our teachers were able to transition so quickly to remote learning in March when our school closed because of the pandemic. The transition was nearly seamless. We had a few wrinkles to iron out, but overall it was seamless, and our teachers and students continued to use the platforms that we had been trained on through the blended learning program in our LMU Ideal program. Now, as schools are starting to reopen, we're still able to meet our students' needs, whether they're here or whether they're at home still learning remotely. Our blended learning program has made such a difference to our students, and we're seeing academic growth, which is one of the uplifting moments for our students and for our community. You are about to meet one of our SAIC students, Elizabeth, who brings joy to us every single day. She entered our school in August 2019, knowing hello, and when asked, how are you, she would say, fine. Watch her describe prepositions with this online lesson during our remote learning, our remote distance learning last spring in grade 1. Thank you, Vision of Hope, for supporting us for 25 years and for this blended learning program that makes so much of a difference in our students' learning.
Hi, good morning. These are my words. The chair is behind the table. The toy is near the chair. The pencil is in the journal. The journal is on the table. The phone is beside the journal. The bag is below or under the table. Bye.
That was our sweet, dear Elizabeth. And as Barbara shared with us, when she started school as a first grader, she spoke very little English. And as you can see now, she's a star at telling us all about the prepositions. Tonight, we have a special tribute we have organized to remember our dear and close friend, Sister Johnny. We've asked Sister Carolyn McCormick to open this tribute. Sister Carolyn is the president of Flint Ridge Sacred Heart High School in Flint Ridge, just outside of Los Angeles. Sister Carolyn was a member of Vision of Hope's original advisory board in 1998, has always been a close friend to Vision of Hope, and has been a lifelong friend, as she will share to Sister Johnny. We asked her to give a few words before we begin this tribute.
Thank you, Anne, and hello. As some of you know, Sister John Martin and I met in the schoolyard at St. James in San Francisco's Mission District when she was in the first grade and I was about to begin kindergarten. Our mothers were friends and good neighbors. They often walked us to and from school together. Thus began a lifelong friendship of many, many years. We both attended Immaculate Conception Academy. In my junior and her senior year, Judy told me she was going to enter the Dominican Sisters. She suggested I come along with her. If I would, she'd wait for me. I told her, no thanks, you go for the both of us. 6 years later, I joined the Dominican Sisters, and her first words to me were, "What took you so long? I've been waiting for you." And so began another profound sharing of our lives. I joined Sister John Martin at our beloved ICA in 1988 and followed her in leadership there. In 1995, at our general chapter, our Dominican Sisters of Mission San Jose, with much energy and passion, voted to begin the Vision of Hope project to create and support development offices in our poorest inner city schools. And who could best fill that leadership role? Of course, our energetic and passionate Sister Johnny, and the rest is history. That same beautiful, generous, and loving presence that was Sister John Martin Fixa now became available to hundreds of you through her dedicated ministry to her beloved Vision of Hope. Today, we remember and celebrate Sister Johnny. We celebrate the success of the Dominican Sisters' Vision of Hope ministry. And especially tonight, we celebrate you, each one of you, far and near, who have been a part of this incredible 25-year journey. Whether a Dominican sister, a student in a Vision of Hope school, a contributor to the Coins for Kids program, a graduate, a teacher, a parent, a staff member, a colleague, a principal, a development director, a board member, a donor, or a generous, kind benefactor. Your participation has allowed amazing miracles to happen. You have opened the doors of Catholic education for students and families in our inner city schools. Your impact has been remarkable. So congratulations, Vision of Hope community, on this 25th anniversary. We celebrate you. And Sister John Martin, we remember and celebrate and love you too. Thank you so much.
Wow, there are so many generous people to thank who have contributed their time, talent, and treasure over the 25 years, not the least of which is our 1998 founding advisory board and the founding donors to the endowment. We will be forever grateful for their contributions.
Thank the generous sponsors of our anniversary events. We, as I said earlier this evening, we had an anniversary program planned for March that we had very generous sponsors for, and we wanted to recognize and thank you. And then we also thank all the generous friends forward in the last month to help sponsor even this virtual gathering. So we had some very generous gifts, and it's just a symbol and a sign of how the circle of friends of Vision of Hope continues to grow. As another way to share the expanding Vision of Hope family of friends and donors, we've also put together a short slideshow of faces of you and your smiling faces at our Day at the Races events, donor reception gatherings, events at our schools. And so we share this with you now. Well, we're almost to the end of our first virtual gathering. We have 2 pieces left, and we wanted to save a message from our students for the very end, because they are really what Vision of Hope is all about. It's their faces, their experiences, their education that we're all working to support. At the end of this program, which we'll try to wrap up shortly, if you do remember, please feel free to go to our website and make a gift in honor of our anniversary. You can go directly to make an online gift, or you always can send a check to our office in Oakland. But we would graciously appreciate any support that you can offer in these coming months. And now, greetings from our students.
Hi, my name is Milagros Ballesteros. I am in 4th grade at Sacred Heart Elementary School in Los Angeles, California. Happy 25th anniversary, Vision of Hope.
Hi, my name is Bianca. I am in 4th grade. I go to St. James School in San Francisco. Thank you, Vision of Hope, for all you do, and happy 25th anniversary.
My name is Luis, and I am in kindergarten at St. James School in San Francisco. Many blessings on your 25th anniversary of Vision of Hope. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Yoli, and I wanted to thank you, Vision of Hope, for allowing me to have the opportunity to go to St. Elizabeth.
Hello, my name is Eliana Navarro. I'm in 2nd grade in St. Francis X. Cabrini School. Happy anniversary, 25th anniversary, Vision of Hope.
Hi, my name is Kevin Oliveira, and I'm in 7th grade at St. Anthony's Immaculate Conception School. Thanks to all the donors who support Vision Hope and the opportunity for me to receive a Catholic education.
My name is Susana Gerber Mariam. I'm in 8th grade and I go to St. James Catholic School. Happy anniversary, Vision of Hope, and I just want to say thank you for helping my teachers and my principal.
Hi, my name is Jordan. I am in 2nd grade at St. Ignatius of Loyola. Thank you, teachers and principal, for a great Catholic education. My name is Isaac. I am in 1st grade at St. Michael's in Los Angeles. Happy 25th anniversary, Vision of Hope.
Hello, my name is Alison Barrero. I'm in 3rd grade at St. Anthony Immaculate Conception School. Thank you, Vision of Hope, donors, and our teachers and principal for supporting our blended learning program.
My name is Maddie, and I am in the 6th grade at St. Ignatius of Loyola. Happy 25th anniversary, Vision of Hope.
Hi, I'm Catherine, and I'm in the 8th grade, and this is
Juliana Ocampo. I'm in the 1st grade.
and we attend Sacred Heart Elementary School in Los Angeles. Thank you, Vision of Hope. Happy 25th anniversary.
My name is Nalai Montel, and I'm a 7th grade student at Santa Teresita School in Boyle Heights. Thank you to all the donors who support Vision of Hope.
Hello, I'm Athena, and I'm in 3rd grade from Sacred Heart Elementary School of Los Angeles. To Vision of Hope, thank you for helping me grow closer to God and learn about my Catholic faith. Happy 25th.
Thank you, Vision of Hope, for helping my school, and I love St. Elizabeth.
My name is Emmeline, and I am in 8th grade at St. Michael's in Los Angeles. Thank you to all the donors that support Vision of Hope. Please stay safe and may God bless you.
My name is Esther Rivera. I'm in 3rd grade Santa Teresita School in Boyle Heights. Happy 25th anniversary, Vision of Hope.
My name is Rihanna, and I'm a 7th grade student at St. Francis Xavier Cabrini School in Los Angeles. Happy 25th anniversary, Vision of Hope.
I think our students said it the best. Their voices of gratitude and their appreciation of you, our donors, and the Vision of Hope family said it all. Tonight, we just are grateful that you spent the last hour with us and that you were able to be patient with some of our technical little hiccups here and there. But we're mostly just grateful for your leadership, your friendship, your prayers, and always the treasure that you share with us. I'm going to pass this over to Lori, who's going to close with a prayer.
I would also like to add a special thank you to our dedicated Vision of Hope staff. An event like this doesn't happen without the dedication and hard work of many individuals. And so I'd like to thank our staff, Ann McGovern, Sister Georgette, Julie, Yvonne, Sister Karen, Shannon, Nancy, our newest addition, Danny, and a special thank you to Edgar Garcia, who has been the driving force behind putting this event together, along with he's the man behind the curtain leading us through all of this technology and, as it happens, a St. James graduate. And so, and now our Dominican blessing. May God Creator bless you. May God Redeemer heal you. And may God the Holy Spirit fill you with light. Thank you and amen.
Have a good night.